Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway as we get ready for race 25 of Season 6 of the Mobil1 Cup Series. That's right, folks, 25. One more stop after today before we will find out the chase for the championship field for Season 6 of the Mobil1 Cup Series. However, today we are about to have a little insight into the postseason. We are going to find out one of those competitors that will be in the chase for the championship, because we're going to be finding out who leads the completion of lap number 10. Whoever driver gets to the line first at that point will automatically, regardless of where they are in the point standings, get themselves into this season's chase. Jacob Lawler secured himself a spot in the Oreo Truck Series chase for the championship by completing lap number 10 as the leader yesterday. We'll see who's going to join him as one of those drivers to capitalize on the big opportunity given to them here this race weekend. Today's going to be the Great Clips Grit Chips 300 live from Atlanta Motor Speedway. 33 lap event getting ready to be run, and we got quite a few storylines coming into today's race, including the fact that this is going to be Skye Commons' final race in the Mobil1 Cup Series. He's announced he is leaving the number 38 team, which is really a shame because he was up there battling for Rookie of the Year honors as well as 14th in points with a mathematical shot to make it inside the chase for the championship. This will be his final opportunity to win. There is also a opening that will be for next week at Arizona, so if you are not in the Mobil1 Cup Series and you're watching this video right now, you can sign up in the comments. Yes, indeed. If you watch these videos and you're not in the series, then good on you. You get an opportunity here to sign up. First come, first serve. Whoever ends up giving the first comment that is not in the Mobil1 Cup Series to sign up for the 38, you automatically will make your debut next week at Arizona. But enough of Arizona. We're talking here about Atlanta. And coming into today's race, of course, we've got the drivers who ended up going to victory lane last week at the Stunt Road. They are Sean Galligan and Dylan Poteet. Poteet starting up here in the third position. Poteet in a good spot for a wild card position, but he's actually moved his way up now to 13th in points too. Mathematically eligible to get inside the top 10 with a good run here today. And then Sean Galligan was able to take the points lead back away from Emilio Navarrete last week, and he is a three-time winner in the Mobil1 Cup Series here this season. That ties him for most in a single season with James Silverfox, who set that standard back in Season 4. Nonetheless, though, Daniel Day, he'll start on the pole position for today's race. Day actually is a former winner, for those that don't remember. He actually won back at, believe it might have been at Las Vegas. It was rather early in the season, and Daniel Day still trying to get back to victory lane. He's currently 31st in points. If he wins today, he could be right up in the wild card picture heading into next week in the regular season finale. Alongside of him, Kyle Corbett. Now, Kyle actually had a pretty good run in the Truck Series event. I think he ended up having to pit late, so he really didn't get the best of finishes, but he had a really good truck. He was up there running well, and Corbett has been able to surprise a lot of people ever since driving that number 4 machine. Then you got Dylan Poteet. He's going to line up in third place alongside of Aaron Williams Jr., who actually had a nice solid top 10 run in the 48 truck here yesterday. Then it'll be Hayden Klein, who is 15th in points, still mathematically eligible to get into the chase for the championship via top 10. And alongside of him, our Truck Series winner here yesterday, that is Alex May in the 22. Point standings coming in today's race are as follows. Sean Galligan is the points leader by a total of 9 points right now over Emilio Navarrete. Trent Dunham is third in points with James Silverfox fourth. Dylan Young is fifth. Atkins sixth. Austin LaPlante is seventh. 8th place is Joshua Colley, James McLeod 9th, and Bob Jones is actually tied with Charles Jackson for 10th place in the standings. Drivers that will try and work their way into the top 10 with a good run today would include the two Tweenix Racing teammates, Sean Henley and Dylan Poteet, 12th and 13th respectively in points. Skye Commons making his last start. He probably, even if he gets a good run today, with him not racing at Arizona, he won't be inside the top 10, but he's 14th in points. And then Hayden Klein, who's rolling off from 5th place. Big opportunity for him to move up towards the top 10 in points as well. Before we get these cars underway, for those of you that didn't watch the Truck Series race and you're watching this race, I'll let you guys know, and I'll let them know in the Snickers Cup Series event as well. Sign-ups for Season 7 for Mobil, Snickers, and Trucks will be this Saturday. Times are still being worked out. I'll let you know about those soon, but the sign-ups will be taking place this coming Saturday. Hope you will be there to sign up. I'll be posting some videos regarding that as far as the method that you'll use in order to get your rides and everything, because people had problems last year. I'm going to try and cover all the bases, but none of that talk. It's time to get these cars underway, time to get this season almost over with as far as the regular season and get the chase onward. Now let's get ready to find out just exactly who's going to start where in this field. I've given you all the scenarios of who's running where in points, who's coming in with the momentum. It's time to see what these drivers are going to do here today, as they're all going to try and scramble to the front here early to lead that ever-critical lap number 10. Here we go. Pace car peels off. Time to get these cars underway, as here is your starting lineup for today's Great Clips Grit Chip 300 from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Getting ready to go under the green flag here. Daniel Day, Kyle Corbett, ready to get underway. I don't know why my crash is up there, but anyway. Hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction for you guys. I may turn it off here when we get to a replay, if we get to a replay, which is not all that likely. But anyway, here we go. Daniel Day, Kyle Corbett, all rookie front row, ready to get under the green flag. And we're underway here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Who's going to get up here in time to lead lap number 10? I don't know. There's going to be a big scramble here at the front, no doubt about it. They end up bringing out a caution sooner than later with these drivers trying to make those moves, get up here to lead lap number 10. A lot of drivers way down in the point standings. Big opportunity here. They can lead completion of lap number 10. They automatically, just like that, regardless of where they are in points, they're in the chase for the Mobil1 Cup 2 championship. There's a contact back there. Alex May made some contact there in the middle. Is the caution out? No, they were able to hang on to it. Alex May had some contact with somebody, had darted him down to the inside line. Now here comes James McCloud down to the bottom. McCloud the leader. Now Sean Penley's taking a turn at the front. Here comes Nick Muciola. Here comes William Duncan. These are a couple of drivers outside the top 10 in points. Penley is mathematically still eligible to race his way in, but he wants to be able to ensure himself a spot in the chase. Contact again between Twiggs, teammates, and there they go! There goes Dunham into the wall. There goes Penley following him, and the caution flag will come out with Nick Muciola out in front. I think. Or are they going to race it back around? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they're slowing down. I think Nick Muciola is going to be the leader under the yellow. William Duncan in second. Third place, I think, was actually LaPlante. Fourth, I think, was Galligan. Fifth, McCrury. Sixth place was Aaron Boone Jr. Seventh was Megan Atkins. Eighth, Daniel Day, who has gotten a piece of this. Ninth place was, I believe, Danny Wells. And 10th was, somebody. Oh, man. Dunham, Hester, Poteet. They're all damaged. Hayden Klein, Henley, Corbett, Alex May, Carson Gum, Charles Stamper, Wallace, Zach Rogers, George Roach, Mayer, Philippa, Burton, Mason, McLeod, the list goes on and on. Michael, Lama, all involved. Richard Johnson involved. There's Skye Commons. He's got some damage there, making his last start. And the caution flag is out for the first time today. Nick Muciola leads the way now, but a big wreck taking place right there. Let's head back and take a look at a replay of what happened. Here's a look at what happened. 3 wide, probably about a good 8-9 rows back. And the contact's, I think, going to begin between the two Tweenix teammates. No, actually, Hayden Klein gets into James McLeod on the high side there. Down into Poteet, into Dunham, and there go the two Tweenix cars. There goes Dunham. There's Corbett involved. Daniel Day nowhere to go. Hayden Klein actually gets up in the air. He's up on top of Collard, flying forward in the air. There's Jackson, Qualls, Hester. There's Mayer there on the right side of your screen. Alex May somewhere in there up around the Sean Henley car. Ralph Mason there in the apron. George Roque. Another car flips over. That was the Joshua Michaels machine. Oh, man. Hard hit into Jeremy Mayer for Skye Commons. And there's Carson Gum, Lamas, Burton, Sanford, you name them, they probably were in it. That was a huge, huge pileup. Daniel Voiles was able to get around through there. I don't know how. 41 looks none the worse for wear, but... Oh, man, Deanna Shelton got a huge hit from somebody. Who'd she nail? Looks like she T-boned somebody. Oh, wow, this was actually, I think... Well, yeah, these drivers were all trying to get through. Oh, she'd go around to the back of Charles Jackson. And up ahead, Navarrete gets clipped by somebody. No, it was Wolfgang Mason. Makes contact with Kyle Corbett. And he's going to get spun around. Gets a little tap there from Navarrete. And I think Dylan Young actually spun out. Yes, he did. The 30 car was actually spinning. I don't know who he got his contact from. Oh, he got sideswiped by Wolfgang Mason after Mason made contact with Alex May. Right there. I don't even know if the 82 made contact with the 30. I think the 30 just snapped around. And all those drivers left side of your screen you see going out of view, they were the lucky ones that got through. Cole Dahlia somehow got through there too, but there's the pole sitter Daniel Day. Emilio Navarrete got through, and so did Sean Galligan. So the top two in points I know got through this incident. But a lot of others didn't, and this was a really, really big wreck. We'll head back now and see what the end result's going to be, but a huge pileup on the very front straightaway here on lap number 3 puts us under the caution flag, and boy, we had a bit of a point shake-up in the Truck Series race. We may be poised to have one here in Mobil1. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Nick Muciola is the current leader. Austin LaPlante is in second. Galligan in third. Fourth, Anthony McCrury with Megan Atkins fifth. Sixth place will be Danny Wells. Cole Dally seventh. Eighth place is Isaac Canepa with Dylan Young in ninth. And 10th place, William Duncan. Then 11th is going to be Emilio Navarrete. 12th, Aaron Williams Jr. 13th, Wolfgang Mason. 14th is Jake Rogers. 15th is Zach Rogers. And Daniel Voiles 16th. Those drivers were the ones that basically got away unscathed. A few of them did have some scuffs on the side of their cars or a little bit of damage on the front as far as cosmetic, but really got through there unscathed. These are the drivers that got through with minimal damage. Trent 17th, 18th, Sean Henley. Eric Burton 19th. Charles Stanford in 20th. 21st place is going to be Ralph Mason. Alex May 22nd. 23rd, Richard Johnson. 24th, Kyle Corbett. 25th, Tyson Broad. 26th, Cody Lamas. 27th, James McLeod. And 28th, Hayden Klein. With Daniel Day in 29th place. Bob Jones is a few laps down in 35th, making multiple pit stops. Everybody else that was involved, too much damage to continue, and they include the following drivers. Just we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing. You got let's see, who we got out of the race? We got the cars of Dylan Poteet, Joshua Collard, Carson Gums. The green flag's back out. Jeremy Mayer, Charles Jackson, Deanna Shelton, Joshua Michaels, Hester, Qualls, Roque, Silver Fox, and Skye Commons in his final start in the Mobil1 Cup Series. Tough break for him. He will finish dead last here today as Austin LaPlante immediately jumps to the lead. Sean Galligan going to follow him on the inside lines. They'll leave Nick Muciola out to dry. And keep in mind, we're only about 3 laps away before lap 10 will go on the board. And whoever completes lap 10, remember, they end up getting themselves into the chase for the championship automatically. LaPlante wants to be able to do that. He currently is 7th in the point standings, has a win this season, but would love to make sure that he is going to be in the chase for the championship just in case he hits some hard luck either later on in this race or at Arizona next week. But here comes Megan Atkins on the inside line. Danny Wells starting to work his way to the front. And how about Cole Dally up there as well in the 25? He may be able to make some noise here. Lap 9, lap 10 will come around next time. We will have one circuit around. The leader at that time will be in the chase for the championship. As here comes Danny Wells, moving by Megan Atkins. That's for second. Danny Wells, a man on a mission, trying to catch up to Austin LaPlante. Now he's got his junior motorsports teammate, Anthony McCrury, right behind him. The two Hellman's cars, identical paint schemes, coming to the front. Second and third place, lap 10 on the board. Whoever completes this lap automatically find themselves in the chase for the championship. Here comes Isaac Canepa. He's moving by Megan Atkins. That's for fourth. He could be up here too. as here come the Junior Motorsports cars to the bottom. Danny Wells to the low side. McCrury there as well. McCrury trying to look underneath his teammate. It's the two Hellman's cars going 1-2. Contact between the two. Drag race between the two. Who's it going to be? Danny Wells is going to be in the Mobil1 Cup Series chase for the championship. Danny Wells, 22nd in points coming into today's race, just barely beat. It wasn't for the win, it was for a chase spot. And Danny Wells has been confirmed as a driver in this season's Mobil1 Cup Series chase. So now a big opportunity here for Anthony McCrury. If he could end up getting a good finish today, I think he still is mathematically eligible to get into the chase for the championship via top 10. He's 18th in points. If he gets a good enough run here today and gets a good run next week, we could see both Junior Motorsports cars in the top 10. And oh, wait a minute, someone just wrecked back there, I think. I saw someone on the apron. Oh, yes, oh, it was Danny Wells! The car that just led the lap to get himself into the chase. Second in points, Emilio Navin involved as well with Eric Burton. And there's another car on the apron, that's the Richard Johnson machine. Caution flag will wave. And it will be Nick Muciola, the leader. Sean Galligan was second. I think Atkins third, fourth, Canepa, and fifth was Anthony McCrury. But the driver who just then clinched himself a spot in the chase for the championship, Danny Wells, gets involved in a wreck along with Emilio Navarrete, second in points. And that's going to bring out the yellow for the second time today. It looks like pit stops are going to take place. Somehow Sean Galligan is ahead of Nick Muciola. And as these pit stops are taking place, as we watch what happens, Anthony McCrury's going to stay out. But while they make these pit stops, I'm going to take a little sip here of my hot cocoa. Oh, I think I just burned my mouth. Ouch. Anyway. Oh, man. Nick Muciola making a pit stop now. So close to being able to be up there on that lap 10. And how ironic, just a few laps after Danny Wells clinches himself a spot in the Mobil1 Cup Series chase for the championship, he ends up getting involved in an incident here, which we will go back. Whoa! My goodness, almost some contact there between Galligan and Nick Muciola. It looks like Megan Atkins is first off with Jake Rogers, Dylan Young, then Daniel Voiles in fourth. Fifth is going to be Muciola, then Galligan, Williams Jr., Cole Daly, LaPlante, and Ralph Mason. So the caution flag is out. There's your leader, Megan Atkins. Actually, no, wait a minute. Not your leader. Anthony McCrury's your leader because he ended up staying out there under this caution. But the caution flag is waving, though. Anthony McCrury's teammate was involved in this, and also second in points, Emilio Navarrete. Let's look back at a replay of what happened. Well, here's a look at what happened. Watch the 99 down there. He's going to kind of pinch Dylan Young down on the apron, and Dylan Young going to turn the 99 around straight up and nowhere at all for Danny Wells to go. Hard impact into the wall. And then here come a few other drivers into view that are going to get a piece of this. We're going to be seeing Eric Burton getting a piece of this at some point. I don't know who he ends up hitting. There's Zach Rogers. There's the Eric Burton machine. He's the driver we'll keep the focus on here. And he's going to hit Danny Wells right there. Oh, man. Danny just got a shot. To find his way through. He's just going to hit right there with the left Eric Burton machine. That's a hard impact for the 28, too. You can see the black smoke immediately erupting out of the back of the Texaco Haviland Ford. And that is going to bring out the caution. And there's maybe the biggest hit as far as anything. I mean, we know Danny Wells is already in the chase, so with him being wrecked, obviously that's not a good thing, but he's in the chase. Emilio Navarrete, on the other hand, is trying to clinch himself a spot in the chase mathematically via top 10. Comes in second in points, was trying to run down Sean Galligan for the points lead. And this may have just ended his day. A tough break for the 99s. They all tried going four wide. It didn't work again here at Atlanta. Let's go back to green flag racing. Anthony McCrury, the leader. He decided to stay out. He's going to have a few lap cars to contend with here as we are just about to the halfway point. We'll be on the halfway point when we hit the back straightaway here. Hayden Klein is a lap down to the leader, and he is currently running in the 23rd position. Bob Jones is 2 laps down, and he is running in 25th. Here's the way they line up for the restart. McCrury is the leader. Second place is Megan Atkins. There's William Duncan. I think he's a lap down, too, to the leaders. I think he's running in 26th place. Then you got third place, Jake Rogers. Dylan Young, 4th. 5th place is Daniel Voiles. 6th place will be Nick Muciola with Sean Galligan in 7th. Sean Galligan's still up here, so he's got an opportunity to maybe go for his 4th win of the season. No driver's been able to do that in the Mobil1 Cup Series in a single season yet. There's Daniel Day. He's continuing on. He's a lap down, but Aaron Williams Jr. will line up in 8th, 9th Ralph Mason, and Isaac Canepa is in 10th. 11th is Cole Daly, Austin LaPlante 12th, 13th Wolfgang Mason, Kyle Corbett in 14th, 15th James McLeod, Zach Rogers 16th, 17th place will be Trent Dunham, Samfer, Henley, and Cody Lamas complete the top 20. Then it's Tyson Broad and Alex May. That is the rest of the field on the lead lap. Anthony McCrury was the only driver not to come down pit road this time. We'll see how long he can make it on his tank of fuel. Green flag is out, and he's going to say sayonara to that lap traffic. No problem for the leader. Actually, no problem for the top 5, as it looks like everybody's been able to get around the 18 so far. Now Galligan back in 6th place, or 7th place rather, is the next one to try and get around. I heard some scraping back there. I don't know if they wrecked or if someone just hit the wall, but we're still green flag racing, and McCrury's coming to pit road. So McCrury stayed out, led a lap, but he's now going to have to come down and pit under the green flag. He may have been counting on a quick caution coming out, but it did not come, so McCrury's going to pay the price as Jake Rogers now leads the way. Jake Rogers, a former winner this season. I think he won back at Castle Gorge, and he's 21st in points, so if he could pick up his 2nd win here, that could really help him as far as contending for a wild card position. Good battle going on for 2nd. Rookie Nick Muciola. He's been up inside the top 10 all day long. Dylan Young, he's alongside, and Dylan Young, he's one of 6 drivers inside of the top 10 in points. No, not 6, I'm sorry. 5 drivers inside the top 10 in points that do not have a win here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. And he's now racing side by side with the defending champ, Sean Galligan. Galligan, I think with his 3rd win last week at Stunt Road, he definitely clinched himself a spot in the chase for the championship, and now he's just out for wins. He's out for bonus points. And there's Megan Atkins, too. Let's talk about her. Rookie points leader, still continuing to do well and trying to clinch herself a spot in the chase for the championship, trying to become the first rookie to clinch herself a spot in the chase for the championship here this season. Aaron Williams Jr. having a very nice run there in the number 5. Currently running in the 6th position. He had a good run here in the Truck Series race too, so big opportunity for him. This would be his first Mobil1 Cup Series win of the season if he can go to victory lane today, but keep in mind too, this could give him good experience over in the Snickers Cup where he has a win at Thornton, could put him right in the wild card spot contention in the Snickers Cup Series. Isaac Canepa has been on a strong run as of late. A lot of good consistent finishes for that Penske Ford. Nice 7th place run for him today. Canepa is 36th in points, winless, so his odds of making the chase are not good, but he could maybe win today, win next week at Arizona. You know, he could get a wild card spot. You know, anything is possible here. He went to victory lane in the Snickers Cup Series for the first time this season last week at Stunt Road. Cole Daly, nice run today. 9th place for the 25. Just worked around Daniel Voiles, actually took 8th place away. Voiles currently in the 9th position now, having a really good run in the limited number of races that he has run. There's Bob Jones still trying to continue on. He's a lap down in 25th place, but Bob Jones comes in that ever-critical 10th place in points. And so Bob Jones, regardless of being a lap down, at least he's on the racetrack, and if trouble breaks out, he can pick up maybe some valuable spots here on the track as William Duncan now moves around Austin LaPlante. He's a lap down. LaPlante's actually in 10th position. And Austin LaPlante is 7th in the point standing, so a well-needed run for him. There's Wolfgang Mason in 11th. Zach Rogers in 12th, the former winner. Zach Rogers ended up kind of having the win handed to him at Michigan, if you will. Dylan Young was not able to make it all the way on fuel, had to pit on the final lap, and Zach Rogers came down to take the checkers. And how about Trent Dunham, former Mobil1 Cup Series champ, currently running 3rd in the point standings, and a nice 13th place run for him today. As a matter of fact, he may have an opportunity to close in on Emilio Navarrete for the 2nd position in points, as right now Sean Galligan is running ahead of Dunham. There's Ralph Mason. Mason is currently 24th in points. He's not really eligible to win the championship. Wait a minute, smoke up ahead. That was Megan Atkins got spun. Megan Atkins has spun it around. Damage on the back of the Tracker Boats Bass Pro Shop Chevy, and the caution is waving. I was wondering if they were going to wave the yellow or not. They will wave the caution. A solo car spin for Megan. who was running up somewhere inside the top 10. And the leader at the time is Jake Rogers. So the caution will come out for only the third time today after a long green flag run, and now a big question mark here on who's got the fuel to make it, because I thought these drivers were going to have to make it on one more stop, and no green flag pit stops took place under that run. But we'll jump back real quick, take a look at the Megan Atkins spin, then come back, see what's going to happen here in the closing stages of this race. Well, it looks like it was the Hayden Klein machine, the lap car number 18 right there. Megan Atkins just gets into him, and after getting kind of lodged into the rear of his 18, just snaps her around. Oh, and then Bob Jones gets a little contact there too. I don't know how bad a hit that was. Keep in mind, Megan Atkins and Bob Jones are battling for rookie points lead as well, so Bob Jones obviously did not want to make contact with that one particular driver, but nonetheless, Atkins spins it around after backing into the wall, continues on, and it's a solo car spin. Here to bring out our third caution of the day. We're in the closing stages. Let's see how many laps we're going to have left before we get back to green. Here we go then. We've gotten the signal that we will go green next time by. That will give us 4 laps to go here today at Atlanta. Nobody came down pit road that time, so everybody is going to try and stretch it to the end, it would appear. Jake Rogers is the leader, looking for his second win of the season. Sean Galligan looking for his 4th win of the season, up in 2nd place. 3rd place, looking for his 2nd win of the season, it's Austin LaPlante. Wolfgang Mason is now in 4th. And 5th, Trent Dunham. Wait a minute, they may have actually made some pit stops here. We'll find out in a moment. Maybe some drivers near the rear of the field. I'm not certain. 6th place could be Ralph Mason, though. 7th, Charles Sanford. Tyson Broad in 8th. 9th place is going to be Alex May, with Dylan Young in 10th. Cole Daly is 11th. Daniel Voiles 12th. Isaac Canepa 13th. Zach Rogers 14th. 15th is Nick Muciola. 16th is Aaron Williams Jr. Cody Lamas 17th. 18th is Megan Atkins after her spin. Henley 19th and McLeod is 20th. That's Kyle Corbett in 21st. 22nd is going to be, I think, the lap car of William Duncan. Yes, it is. So it's a single file restart because there are less than 10 laps to go. The lap cars will have to be contended with by these lead lap cars. And we got 4 laps to go. If the caution comes out at any point during this, I think the race will be over at the line. Jake Rogers gets us back underway. Green flag is out. Here we go. Who's going to win here today at Atlanta? Rogers got a good jump there. That's a former Truck Series champ running away from a former Mobil1 Cup Series champ. Rogers won the Season 2 Oreo Truck Series Championship. By the way, there are rumors that he's coming back to the Truck Series Championship next week, or not next week, but next season in the 91, and he's coming to pit road. So is Sean Galligan, who's staying out. It's going to be Dylan Young, and there's a wreck! There's a wreck! It's a caution out. Caution is out. Caution's waving. And Dylan Young decided to stay out. Caution flag is going to wave. There was a wreck back there. I don't know who it was. I saw somebody spin off of 4. There you see the skid marks. And I don't know who it was. It was a black car, it looked like. It could have maybe been Trent Dunham, but I'm not really certain of who it was. But Dylan Young is going to be the leader here under the caution flag. And is this somewhat familiar, folks? Think of Michigan. Dylan Young was the leader with fuel strategy on the line. Uh-oh. Kind of deja vu all over again. 2 to go as he crosses the stripe. Next time by is the white flag lap. So we're going to quickly jump back, see what the caution came out for. And then we'll come back for the final lap, see if Dylan Young can finally make it. And look who's behind him. The guy he handed the win to 2 weeks ago. Zach Rogers. Will it be deja vu all over again? I don't know. We got to quickly take a look at this caution break, though. Well, here's a look at what happened. This was when the drivers were all diving for pit road. Contact there is Isaac Canepa gets into the Tyson Broad machine, and then the big run from Cody Lamas just sends him into the left rear of the Alliance Trucking Ford Mustang. And Canepa's going to spin it around right up in clips Aaron Williams Jr. He's also going to get a piece of the Megan Atkins machine. Nowhere for Sean Henley to go as well. And Tyson Broad also must have hit the apron or something. His car is going to slide up into the outside retaining wall as well. So it turned out to be a 5-car pileup there with Henley, Canepa, Broad, Williams, and Atkins. And for two of those three drivers, that's not exactly what they needed. Henley trying to race his way into the top 10 in points. Megan Atkins trying to stay inside the top 10 in points. And this was when drivers were making pit stops. So we're now heading back. White flag has just been displayed for Dylan Young. Will he choke again? It's such an ironic feeling to see the 30 ahead of the 10 once again, just 2 weeks apart from the Michigan race, where Dylan Young was leading under the caution flag. On the final lap, had to dive to pit road out of 4, and Zach Rogers was handed his first Mobil1 Cup Series win. They're heading onto the back straightaway now. Dylan Young, can he make it on fuel? We're trying to get radio reports. I don't think Dylan Young was one of those drivers who came down pit road under our last caution flag. Therefore, he's going to be on fumes. And Zach Rogers, I wonder if he's wondering if Dylan Young can make it. What a nervous feeling it must be for Dylan Young right now, wondering if he can squeeze out that last little bit of Sunoco fuel to get him to the start-finish line. He threw the win away at Michigan due to not being able to make it down to the stripe. Will he come to pit road this time? There is no indication. Dylan Young looks like he's going to go for it this time. He's going to try and milk it all the way down to the start-finish line. No win this time for Zach Rogers. Dylan Young will hold him off. We're at a 60-mile-per-hour run right now, folks, but Dylan Young's going to hold off Zach Rogers via fuel mileage. Dylan Young finally gets the redemption from Michigan 2 weeks ago. He will pick up his first Mobil1 Cup Series win of the season. And man, what a great feeling that's got to be for him after what he suffered a couple weeks ago at Michigan International Speedway. This win could have also maybe just clinched Dylan Young a spot in the chase for the championship here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. He's already clinched himself a spot mathematically in the Truck Series chase. He may have just clinched himself one with a win here in the Mobil1 Cup Series chase, but oh, and look at that! Look at that! Out of fuel, Dylan Young. He was able to make it just a few turns after the start-finish line. Dylan Young's out of fuel, but man, oh, and my goodness, I don't think I've ever had a storyline run so similar, so close together in my series before, but wow. How about that? So Dylan Young on fumes gets it done today. Wasn't able to in Michigan, but he gets it done here today at Atlanta. He'll win the race. Zach Rogers close to maybe going 2 for 2 and having Dylan Young hand him a Mobil1 Cup Series win, but he'll have to settle for second today. Daniel Voiles, best career finish for him in third. Cole Dowley's going to get fourth, and Nick Muciola, great run for him. He had probably one of the strongest cars of the day in 5th place. Megan Atkins, after her spin, she's going to finish in 6th. What a comeback finish for that rookie. James McLeod came to this race 9th in points with an opportunity to maybe fall out with a bad run. He'll stay in the top 10th place run. Aaron Williams Jr. was involved in that wreck, that last wreck of the day. He's going to get 8th place, though. Cody Lamas going to get 9th, and Anthony McCrury, after he went with a rather radical pit strategy, he'll finish out the day still in the top 10 in 10th place. But his teammate Danny Wells clinches himself a spot in the chase for the championship after leading lap number 10. And Dylan Young will probably maybe clinch himself a spot in the chase for the championship with this win here today. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's see where Sean Galligan finished today's race. He finished it in the 13th. Good enough to keep the points lead heading into next week at Arizona. So, folks, we are moments away from finishing out this race weekend. The Snickers Cup Series race is going to be coming here. We're going to find out who's going to lead that ever-important lap number 10 over there and clinch themselves a spot in the chase for the championship for the Snickers Cup Series. But the pieces are starting to come together here in the Mobil1 Cup Series for who will probably be there battling for the championship. Nonetheless, though, folks, hope you enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finish results, overall point standings, and rookie points. If in the point standings your name is in green, you have mathematically, via top 10, made the chase for the championship. You will be in the chase. If your name is highlighted in red, then you are mathematically eliminated from making the chase via top 10. Remember, it does not count wild card positions. You still may be eligible for a wild card spot if you have a win or two in this series. If you are not highlighted at all, you're going to be the drivers we're going to be focusing on next week in the regular season finale at Arizona. You have a chance to either move into the top 10 or fall out of the top 10 next week. Nonetheless, though, folks, don't forget, sign-ups for the Oreo Mobile and Sticker Cup Series Season 7 will be taking place this Saturday. Times will be coming out later on. Also some tutorial videos on some stuff that will be going down during that weekend that you may need to know. But we'll see you next time. You've been watching NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. Congrats to Dylan Young on getting it done here today. He just had enough fuel to get to the line and picks up the win. We'll see you guys next time. I am out. Here comes all the stuff you need to know heading into next week. Here they come off the final corner, and oh, one of them was John Cittadino, the leader! Cittadino, the pole sitter, there goes Madison Saber off! There goes Ralph Mason, second in points off! Oh my